This
And
conference will
to
now be
speak about
recorded.
me, okay, to speak about me, basically, I have 11 years of pure Pega experience. That means like I started my journey in Pega itself, and currently I'm working as a lead system architect in Singapore. So then, yes, regarding my teaching experience, I think like I'm associated with GPS Infotech for 3.5 years, and roughly this is my 35th or 36th batch. So just to show you, if you see, basically all these are some of the batches, and I have also archived many other batches in other folders. So yes, so that is about me. And generally, before I start my session, so let me set some ground rules. You are allowed to speak anytime, no problem. But when you are not speaking, be on mute. Okay, because we don't want any background noises that is coming from your side. Then if somebody is shy to speak, speak in the chat box. Okay, then just a quick poll. I see good number of participants. Then I would request all of you to ping, what do you say, a little bit about yourself. That means like, or you want to speak out, that's also completely fine. I don't need your name. I just need what is your background. When I say background, are you a fresher? Are you experienced? If experienced, in which technology? Okay, only these two details. I definitely don't need your name. I will take the names of the people who are enrolled at the, once the sessions are finalized and once the batch is finalized. So yeah, let it be the icebreaker, guys. Come and speak out. Anyone?
Yeah,
This is Sirisha actually.
Hello?
Hello.
That's okay, no problem. Go one by one. Yes, please.
Sirisha, you can go.
Yeah, this is Sirisha. Actually, I am fresher to this.
Okay.
Hello. Yeah, I completed my
Yeah,
MBA.
okay.
It's been like 6 years back.
Okay, fine.
What else you need?
Okay. No, that's enough. That's enough. Basically, I don't even like to share your names. No need. You don't need to tell your names. Just say, okay, somebody, I think like voice should be fine because, many unknown people will be there in the initial demos. So I don't like to disclose the details very much. Okay. So anyone else who want to explain? Yeah.
Yeah, this is Ashok. Actually,
Okay.
I am associated with Pega. So actually, currently I'm working on mainframe. That's a different technology. I'm interested to come to Pega. So my friend suggested to go Pega. So I'm looking for training. To I think you are the good trainer I hear by YouTube. I seen your videos in YouTube. That's good to me. So from there I get to know that number and I will get.
Actually, that
I
video
can get.
it was 3 years back. So okay, fine, no problem. Let's see. I have improved a lot in the meanwhile from the last video. So let's see how to take it further. So just one question:
Yeah,
how many years of experience you have in mainframe?
yeah, I have 3.5 years.
Okay, 3.5 years. Okay, fine.
I'll change my
Then
profile
yes,
for
anyone else
Pega
who
and
want to share?
try. Nothing. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. Anyone else who want to share this? See, basically, I'll tell you the reason why I'm asking. See, when I want to,
Yes.
I already got someone
Hello?
else. Basically, yes. Yeah, hi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm fresher, sir.
Mhm.
I completed graduation 2015, sir.
Okay.
I'm pursuing an MTech right now.
Okay. Fine. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. And I have another participant who is 3.5 years. And last working day was okay. She's from what do you say? Customer interaction, basically. Customer management. Okay. So yes. Okay. So Okay, I would request all of you to go on mute, and I'll be muting you all. Okay, the reason why I asked you to speak, I think like some of you might have already observed. I know basically the reason why I asked all of you to speak out is, see, when you are speaking, lot of background noise is coming. Okay, that is something which will be disturbing classes. That is one reason I want to understand my classroom better. Because see, for example, if there is a, what do you say, if all of you are kind of 10 years or more than 5 years of experience, then my level of taking concepts will be different, because I would assume that you know all the concepts. Because actually now if you see, of course I appreciate, even though there are 10 plus candidates, only 4 members reported and responded, that is completely fine. Let's get to know each other in the upcoming sessions, that's completely fine. So now see, now if you see, the only candidate is who is having highest experience is 3.5 years. So I'll be taking this session in a, what do you say, like for a fresher who doesn't know anything. Okay, so that is how I am going to take it. Thank you so much for your responses. And always, if you want to speak out, unmute and speak. And if you don't want to speak out, you can always send a private chat to me. I will be always seeing the private chat. Okay, so that is how it is. Then yeah. So as you can see, I'm not the person who is going to disclose your details until you are enrolled. Of course, even after enrollment also, basically, I will not be sharing each other details to anyone. Only I will be taking notes of your phone numbers, etc. and all. Okay. Being that said, basically, I'll just repeat about myself simply. First thing, all of you keep your chat box open and let me know if everything is clearly visible to you, because I am a guy who will be writing everything and trying to explain. Okay, myself, 11 years in Pega, fully, currently LSA, and I have 3.5 years of experience. Okay, and I'm in Singapore. The reason why I'm telling you, for me, money doesn't matter. Okay, I want only serious students. When I say serious, I will be giving assignments. That means like for maybe for 2 days, 3 days, I will be giving assignments. I would really appreciate people doing that assignments and coming back to me. Okay, because it doesn't help. I don't know how much you are paying to institute. It is not my problem. But if you're planning to join my sessions, I will be very strict and I will scold in front of all the students if you don't do assignments. Consider me as a very strictest instructor that you're going to get in the market. Definitely I'll scold. Of course, I don't see your face, but scolding is scolding. So that is about it. Then yeah, the reason why I'm telling is, yeah, I know many people will pay the money, but at the end of the session, it's like they did not practice. I will be taking close to, what do you say, 30 plus sessions. And at the end of 28th session, if I ask a question in the first 5 sessions, nobody will be able to answer. I hope my batch is not, I don't want my batch to be like that. So that is something which is there. And of course, our structure will be something like this. And our course curriculum, what do you say, our Prakash will be sharing to you. Of course, I'll share the updated course curriculum to him. And this one is 2 to 3 days, small assignment. Small assignment will be there. Small assignment will be there. On every Thursday, a big assignment will be there. So basically, basically I'll be taking 30 plus sessions. It depends, because sometimes I'll be taking longer sessions, sometimes I'll be taking shorter sessions, but yeah, 30 plus sessions are there. That means on every Thursday, of course, sorry, I'll be saying, I'll be taking 4 to 5 days a week. 4 to 5 days a week. Definitely 4 to 5 days a week. 4 days is a situation where I'm very busy in the project, in my current real-time project where I'm working. And 5 days is a situation where I'm a little bit free. So that means we are going to see about 6 weeks, close to 6 weeks of basically sessions. So you are going to do 6 assignments. For people who are looking for practical experience, did I answer your question? Yes or no? In chat box, please. People who are looking for a practical experience, how to do things practically, whatever that I explained, do you really think that the practical experience is coming to you by this approach? In the chat box, please. I really appreciate the responses. Okay, that's okay. Don't be so cold. Oh,
I'm sorry,
sorry.
sir. I just joined.
Okay, fine. Somebody had the question that might not fully. That's okay. Let's see how best we can improve it further. I'll continuously taking the feedback, and based on that, we will try to see that. Then yes. So this is about my approach towards this one course curriculum. Um, basically, yeah, curriculum. Soon you will get it. Soon you'll get it. So this is how basically our structure is going to be. Then yes, generally what I see is normally, see, I don't know how many sessions you guys, how many demos you guys attended. How many demos you guys attended? I really don't know, and I really don't need to know. But I am not promising you that I will be showing real-time project. A big no. Reason, see, I'm working in a government project, which is considered as secure project. If, for my personal reason, as I told, I'm saying it for a passion. Basically, teaching is one of my passion. That's why I'm teaching it. Okay. If I, for the teaching sake, if I share my real-time project, that is a biggest thing, biggest flaw, a biggest security measure which I am breaching. So I will not be sharing my real-time project. What is my project? What is it, etc. Then I'll not be sharing it. Then people will ask me, how we will learn, sir? Basically, if you see these assignments, definitely to do these assignments, when I give the assignment, it looks like for you, it is, hey, I can do this in 10 minutes. But I'm saying you, every assignment minimum takes 1 hour to 2 hours for you people to do it, at least in the beginning. Okay. So that means, trust me, basically my assignments will have that real time, examples or requirements or whatever that is there. Most of my students, many came back to me and told me that my approach works, because yeah, that's how things learn. See, a very simple example, if you want to learn a car, you have to drive it. You just can't sit and see and say that, okay, I learned the car. Definitely it doesn't work like that. Okay, so that is about it. So enough of this nonsense. Let's get back into the Pega. Then yes,
Sorry to interrupt, sir.
yes,
So you said you can't
yes,
share your
please.
real-time project, but can you share your previous projects which you worked on?
So when I say previous projects, right, definitely, I know, I understand. Maybe this is for your resume preparation, is it?
Yes.
Or resume preparation, right? Resume
For
preparation, we will
resume also and for understanding also. Yes, sir.
definitely, yeah. I will try to share it, but actually, then maybe I will try to go back and see my projects. I have a lot of projects where I have worked. I will try to pick 1 or 2 of them, and I will dummy them and I will give to you. Basically, when I say dummy, basically I'm going to change the names, change the
Yes.
wordings, and I will try to share to you. Okay. So that
Sure,
is
sir.
how I will try to do that. And yes. So this is how it is going to work. Then yes. How, okay. One last question, guys, in the chat box. How many of your computer science background? Computer science, IT, or BSc or MSc, whatever it is. Okay, good. Okay, that's okay. See, always don't feel shy. You can always send a private message. That is how you best way to talk to me. See, guys, I don't know how much you are paying, but you are paying to talk to me. If you stay silent, you are the loser. Okay. Then yes, let me get into this. See, why do you think? First question, why? I see. Today actually, I see 10 plus students, 10 plus students who attended my demo. Okay. So why do you think Pega is in hype? Anyone? Why do you think Pega is in hype?
So as far as I have understood, sir, Pega is easy to learn, and there is no coding required. So that is the main, like for me, that is the main thing why I want to learn Pega.
Okay, fine. Okay. So okay, then yes. Anyone? Any other views? Okay. See, basically, you take the session as your chances to speak to me in English language, especially in Pega terminology, so that when you go for any interviews or when you are giving anywhere, you will feel more confident. Okay, I appreciate the person who is responding, but remaining people also, this is for your benefit only. Okay, so actually, if you see, basically, easy to learn is student perspective, and yes, it is correct. Yes, it is correct. And no coding is industry perspective, and yes, it is correct. There are a couple of more factors. When we say no coding, right? How this no coding is achieved in Pega? Okay, I hope my English is not complex. If there is any complexity, try to tell me. I will try to use much more simple words. So yeah, no coding. When we say no coding, right? Basically, Pega has something called as templates, modules. Okay, ready-made modules. Okay, so these templates and ready-made modules are helping to develop. Basically, these template and ready-made modules are helping to develop faster applications. This is also one of the reason. Faster applications. When I say faster applications, how it works is basically, I think like in 2000, a typical IT project, when I say software project, it can be there for 1 year to 2 years. I don't know how many of your brothers and sisters might have worked. Then yes, if you ask them, they will say 1 year to 2 years project. Now nobody has that patience. See, we came from test matches to 50 hours to 50 hours to 20 hours. Same thing applies to industry also. Now nobody has that patience. People want something which can be developed in 3 months, or at least, if not a big house, maybe a small room. So that is the expectation. Actually, they want to develop in 3 months, they want to develop in 6 months. Okay, so by using these templates and ready-made modules, basically by using these templates and ready-made modules, we will be able to deliver projects in the shorter span of time. Okay, boss, understood. For 3 months and 6 months, we were able to develop the projects. What is the benefit to the industry behind it? I will tell you. See here, basically, if you see for 1 year and 2 years, let's say, Kumar, my name, my training name, Kumar has, let's say, he has a salary of 50,000, let's say, per month. Assume. Okay, if you, based on the 2000 year project explanation, let's take 1 year only, 12 into 50,000. Let's say 12 into 50,000. So that is around 6 lakh. Okay, 6 lakhs. So same thing, 3 into 50,000. that is 1.5 lakh.
15.
If you see basically, if you see, for a company, you are directly giving a benefit of 4.5 lakhs. You are, basically Pega is, when I say you, I mean Pega. Pega tool is giving a benefit of directly 4.5 lakhs. So I'm talking about only one resource. Imagine there are hundreds and hundreds of resources, hundreds and hundreds of Pega developers who are working, hundreds of projects that are there in Pega. Imagine the amount of money that is saved for a company. Okay. And also remember guys, Pega is a very costly tool. Pega has two versions. One is, what is it? That personal edition, which is a kind of your MS Office. I'll be sharing to you, to the enrolled candidates. And the version which I'm sharing is Pega 8.6.0. And I'll be taking session in 8.6.0. People will be having questions on it. And Pega 8.6.0 is the latest. Okay. Of course, there is 6.1, 6.2, 6.3 in enterprise edition, but that doesn't matter. In personal edition, 6.0 is the latest. Enterprise edition, there is an enterprise edition. This is used by only companies. And you know how much one license, per one user cost? It is around 3,500 USD per month. Sorry, not per month, per year. For one user, the license cost is 3,500 USD. Okay, so I'll be sharing you this personal edition, which is free, and it is going to be installed in your laptop. It is going to be installed in your laptop, no problem at all. And I'll give you the requirements, prerequisites also I'll give you. So this is the difference. So why do you think a company is paying this much for a user? Because they are getting this much of benefit from one single resource. Okay, that is the reason why faster applications and a Pega tool is in hype. Okay, and actually, people who, that's okay. Even if you are completely wrong, don't worry. Can you tell me some development tools, whatever development tools, languages in IT industry?
Java.NET and so many others.
Yeah, Java.NET. Okay, Java.NET. So using this Java and .NET, can we build UI applications?
No, I think we have to add some other tools. No.
Just a minute. Just something. Error. Okay, why error? Okay. So yes, it's not completely no. Basically, it is yes and no. Yes and no. But the problem here, when you want to build anything in Java, what you have to do? Line by line coding. So that means, for example, if you want to build a web page, you will be writing maybe, let's say, close to minimum 3,000 lines of code. Minimum to minimum, you will be writing 3,000 lines of code. Of course, maybe you may be using Java packages, etc., and all. It doesn't matter. Minimum to minimum, you will write 3,000 lines of code before a UI works. That means where you can enter values and click a button. But in Pega, anyway, that is one of my example to show you how Pega works. In Pega, simple drag and drop will do the UI. Simple drag and drop will do the UI. Okay, here actually I want to clarify one thing. Pega is meant for applications. Pega is meant for applications. When I say applications, maybe your passport application, maybe your date of birth application, maybe your what do you say, mm, mm, house registration application, etc. But Pega is not meant for wedding cards. You know, some people will be getting, okay, why do I say it? No flashy UI. Definitely no. If you want to write it, you have to write custom HTML codes, which is not encouraged in Pega. And also, Pega is not meant to build a websites like Flipkart. Many people have this fantasy of building Flipkart, Urban Clap, or Amazon, etc. and all. No, Pega intention is not that. Pega intention is to build a form where you can capture details of an application. For example, if you go to passport, what are all the details you will fill? You will fill your first name, last name, phone number, your address, your education details, your school details, your previous addresses, etc. etc. If you see there, no flashy things, no images. Of course, we can do a little bit of UI related, imaging related thing, but Pega is not meant for that. I'm just demystifying your expectations. Okay, so you can expect to build any application that you see. For example, if you want to sign up a Google, you will be, when you are signing up a Google, you will see a large form. That is called form. When I say, maybe my pronunciation might not be clear, I am talking about form. Okay, these kind of forms you can prepare easily and in a matter of seconds. Anyway, I will show you now. So if you see, basically, this is the difference when you compare to a traditional languages like .NET and Pega. And also, generally what happens is, anybody has any idea what do you mean by integrations? Anyone have any idea what do you mean by integrations?
Yes, sir.
Getting some connecting between the other applications.
Yes. Integrate
Okay.
into tool.
Okay. So thank you so much for the response. I appreciate it. For the people who did not respond, I will tell a real-time example where you already used this integration. Okay, please go on mute. For example, I think every one of you might have went to Airtel office or Jio office, correct? What you are giving there, basically, you are giving Aadhaar number. You are giving Aadhaar number. So when you enter Aadhaar number, that means when the Airtel officer or when the Airtel clerk enters the Aadhaar number, he is getting your full details. From where these details are coming? From where these details are coming? These details are coming. I know. Yeah, I definitely know, because one of my friend worked in this Aadhaar project in Infosys, so we know. So the Aadhaar server is located in Mysore. One server is located in Mysore. So if you are going to an office in Airtel office in Hyderabad, and you are giving your Aadhaar number, the details are fetched from a server which is present in Mysore. Basically, if you see, Mysore is application 1, and Airtel office is application 2. Okay, the process of exchanging information between two different applications over internet is called integration. I hope that clarifies. Okay, the process of exchanging information between two different applications over web or internet is called integration. Of course, why I brought this integrations concept? Same for this Java and .NET. For this Java and .NET, of course, you will see whatever that I'm telling. Mark my words. Keep this demo video with you. I will, whatever that I'm talking here, I will definitely show you in practical in our classes. Okay. For Java and .NET, what we have to do is we have to build from scratch. We have to build from scratch. But whereas when it comes to Pega, basically we have ready-made templates, where you have to fill the details, and or maybe I'll just simply say fill and configure. In a way, we can develop faster. Faster integrations. See, I am telling you, there is no application in the IT industry which does not have integrations. Definitely, no application. In the software industry, no single application is present without integrations. At least one simple integration will be there. That is the reason Pega has focused a lot on these integration related templates, and they have improvised it. Okay, so this is the second difference. For you people to easily identify, I'll be keeping the Pega related part in bold color so that you will understand what I'm trying to highlight today. Okay, so these are the things, and yes. Okay, this is gone. Okay, fine. Yeah. So these are the highlights of Pega. Of course, where is the UI? Yeah, so I covered UI here. I covered integration also. What else I missed, guys? UI. That means front end. Whatever that you are seeing on the screens, UI covered. The backend things. That means like the what do you say? The place where the information is exchanged is covered. And what is left? DB. Okay. So here actually what happens is Pega supports all the DBs, and the most compatible DB with Pega is MS SQL. Okay, of course, for personal edition, it comes basically personal edition comes inbuilt with what is it? Post GRE. Personal edition comes inbuilt with Post GRE, and we will be seeing that only. Of course, we don't need to see any DB, but yes, this is the a quick background about Pega. And what I will do, I will just simply go to, I know lot of theory doesn't go well with head. 5 minutes. Yeah. So I know lot of theory does not work well. So let me just try to go into the what do you say, practical thing to you. Login.
Sorry, you have installed 8.5 and 8.6 both.
Yeah. Actually, I have installed previous versions also. So, but yeah, I'm continuing only 2 now.
So that will not create any conflict in the system, sir.
No, it doesn't. If you know how to handle, it doesn't. Okay. See, basically, I'll be sharing the software. Of course, I'll be sharing 860. I installed 850 because actually one of my friend is writing LSA, so I want to help him. So that's a different story. Then yes, so I'm just logging in. See, for the next 30 sessions, all your practicals you are going to do inside something like this in your own laptop. And remember, the prerequisite is you should have a Windows laptop only. Okay, no Mac or Linux. You should have Windows laptop, Windows 10 or Windows 11, it doesn't matter, it works. So you should have a Windows laptop only. Okay, once you have a Windows laptop, then I'll be sharing the package to you. Then you should be able to use it out of the box, no problem. You can do the installation and it should work. It's been a while, so after so many days, I'm logging in. Let it take some time. Yeah. So what is each portion? That means like how do we do the UI? What is left panel? What is top panel? What is bottom panel? how do we navigate within this Pega, all those things are going to come once the actual batches starts. Definitely I'm saying to you guys, in the first classes itself, I'll be taking only 2 to 3 demo videos, because I don't waste much of time there. Okay, because many things to learn and very short time, so that's why. Okay, now actually if you see, this is called as basically Dev Studio. Previously it used to be called as Designer Studio, but this is called as Dev Studio. This is the place where you will be learning how to develop applications, how to develop applications. Okay, so I told you, right, basically I made a statement saying that, we have UI template. Okay, and we will be able to do a simple drag and drop to build the UI. Okay, let's see how. I'll just simply take that example and I'll stop. I know I'm showing very little, but yes, that is something which we can conclude in the shorter span of time. Okay, then yes. Okay, so now actually, let's say I want to build a UI. Inside that UI, I want first name, last name, and phone number. 3 simple fields. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just go here, right click. After this short demo, I'll be asking a couple of questions. I need answers from everyone. Create user interface section. When I say template, right, carefully observe, it always asks these questions only. That means like whenever I want to create any UI template, it will always ask the same questions. That is the reason actually I'm calling it as template. I will show you just a minute. It's been a while, so my laptop is a bit slow. See, what is this context? What is this? What is this rule set? What is this drop downs? I'll explain all of them. We will learn all of them. Don't worry about it. Now, sample demo UI screen. Okay. Create and open. And another requirement, Windows laptop, minimum 8 GB RAM, guys, because actually people say 4 GB is enough, but trust me, with my experience, it is not enough. Okay, definitely it is not enough. So try to use, get a laptop which is having 8 GB. If your laptop does not have, try to boost it up, or maybe borrow your friend's laptop. That's also okay. Okay, so there are 2 different concepts here. That is like using a designer template, or using templates, or by using section editor. I'll be talking about both of them. First, I will just simply go with full section editor, and I will show you. See, this is a plain screen. Nothing is there. Okay, I will convert it to full section editor. So when I say template, right, how many of you used Word document? In the Word document, if you see the top options, what you get, that means like if you want to make it bold, or if you want to make it italic, or imaging, etc., all those options, all of them are same. Same way, whenever you are creating UI, if you see these options, this cut, paste, all these things, this drop downs, whatever that is there in this drop down, all these are configurable options. And these remain same. That is the reason I'm calling it as template. Why I am calling it as template, I should be able to justify. This is the reason I'm calling it as template. Now I will just simply show you. See, basically data capture, we are talking about, we should have a UI where we have first name, last name, phone number, and one button called as submit. See, drag, drop. Okay, data capture, drag, drop. 2, data capture, drag, drop. 3, action, drag, drop. 4, okay, I want 3 fields and 1 button. I drag the 3 fields and this one. So what I will do, I'll go here, See, my laptop is of 8 GB, but still it is suffering. Okay, so here if you see, this is a property. Of course, we will learn all these terminologies. Don't worry, it's not the day. This is not the day where you want to learn everything. I will show you why it is coming in the drop downs, etc., and we will see. Okay, I just want to show you that building UI is faster. This is the best example that I can show you. I cannot develop what you say entire application in single 10 to 15 minutes demo and show you that this is the capacity of Pega. No. Okay, first name, last name is not there. So what I'll do, I'll create last name. See, first name we are using existing one. Last name is not there, so I'm creating one. I'm creating last name. So if you are not following, please raise concern in the chat box. I told you chat box is the place which I'll be continuously keeping it open and I'll be monitoring it. So if you have any concern, you just message in the chat box. So save. You will understand how to create this. Every minute thing I'll be telling in detail. Don't worry about it. Okay. So I created last name. I'll go to new and I'll click on submit. Okay, then I'll be going again here, first name, last name, and I'll be going with dot. Phone number do I have? No, I'll create it. Phone number. Create and open. Okay, so for instance, I'll keep it as integer and I'll save, because phone number means number only, right? So yeah, so I created phone number and submit. Phone number, and I'm changing the button.
So we just have to double click on those options, right?
Yeah, that's all. It's very simple actually. The way you write, the way you develop, basically you just do it. That's all. See, submit, and I'll just simply save. So now my UI screen is ready. A simple UI screen is ready. If you go and see, maybe I will try to show you Gmail sign up screen. See here, it does not have much thing. First name, last name, email ID, password, confirm, show password, next button. This is called a form. This is what an application looks like. Flipkart, etc. No, that is not an application. Pega is meant to build applications, not what do you say, commercial websites. Commercial websites use entirely a different technology and different things. That is the reason actually, if you see, government projects are using Pega, banks are using Pega, and insurance companies are using Pega, and medical companies are using Pega, because all of them will be having fields only. They don't have flashy things like Flipkart website, etc. and all. Okay, so you should know your audience, to whom you are building applications. You are building applications for these sectors actually. Okay, now going back to our this one. Okay, it's taking a bit of time. That's okay. Let's take it. Don't worry, in your laptop especially, it will be a starting problem. Once you start using it, it will build its own cache, and eventually it will become faster. Why? Okay, so yeah, let it load, that's okay. But yeah, this is how actually a section will be created. Normally after creating sections also, if you see, to do the same thing in a, what do you say, Java or a .NET, definitely you have to write a code, definitely, which is going to cross 1,000 lines, minimum to minimum 1,000 lines. My question one, answers in the chat box. Did I write any code here? Obviously the answer is no. Basically what I did, I just did a drag and drop.
Yes, sir.
Drag and drop. So if you see, basically, if I am able to add 4 fields, 3 fields and 1 button easily, can I add 100 fields easily? Yes, obviously. I don't need to do that. But actually, if you go and do, basically, if you try to do that in Java or .NET, it will also be a very huge thing. That means if you want to add a field or if you want to remove a field, basically it will take a lot of time. Okay, a lot of development effort. But in Pega, it is easy. That is the reason actually, if you see, you will be able to build faster applications. The one which I highlighted. That is the reason actually you will be able to build faster applications. When I say faster applications, no, it is not just a matter of that. It is the way you develop things. You will be able to develop things faster because you will be doing drag and drop configurations, double clicks, etc., etc. and all. Okay, so many options are there in Pega. Of course, even I'm 11 years experienced. I'm saying it openly. I don't know many options. I'm saying it openly. But yes, depends on the need. We will get to know them. But trust me, whatever curriculum that I'm giving to you, it covers. If I see that if anyone based on the profile of the students, I see that any one of you, even if you join also, that means like when you join, basically you will be joining it as either a fresher or maybe you will be joining as 2 years, 3 years experience with people. And whatever concepts that I'm going to cover is much, much more than what a 2 years, 3 years experience will be knowing in real time. I'm talking about that candidate who joined directly into a company and started working in a Pega project, and he is 3 years experience now. You will have a much higher understanding than him on Pega concepts. That one you leave it on me. Okay, so that is how it is. Of course, maybe I might have to restart my Pega. I don't know, somewhere it is stuck. I think like after 2-3 months I started this, so that may be the reason. I don't know what happened. So yes, so this is how basically you will be developing applications in Pega. Let me kill it. And also same way you will be I'll of course, anyway tomorrow also you'll be joining the session, so then there also I'll try to show you how things works. So this is how basically we'll be building applications in Pega. I'm talking about UI only because showing UI is simple, because showing integration is not so simple. So showing integration is not so simple, definitely. That is the reason actually I took UI as an example. In Pega, everything is drag and drop. And somebody mentioned a point saying as no coding. This is a live proof. Okay, so that is about Pega part. See, basically I'm not the trainer who will be showing you, what do you say, that you can go to rocket, go to moon using Pega. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm saying that you will be able to develop applications comfortably, join a project, start understanding things faster and better than other people, and gel. When I say gel, blend with the existing colleagues, whoever is working with them. I think that is the expected thing in IT industry. Remember guys, nobody is expecting you to be Steve Jobs. Nobody is expecting you to be Satya Nadella. They just want you to be a simple guy who joined the project, picks up the concepts easily, pick up the requirements, what has to be done, pick up the tasks easily and deliver them at the end of the day. That's all. That is what you have been paid up for. Okay, don't try to become the exceptional guy, at least when you join as a someone who learned Pega like this and joined. Okay, and never show off. I tell this to all my students, never show off that I know this, I know that. Always say that, okay, I will see, I will give it a try. Be humble. Okay. Yeah. So this is about Pega. And generally, I will try to demystify a couple of queries that people ask. Okay, Kumar, immediately after your sessions, can I write Pega certifications? Pega certifications. Pega has 3 certifications: CSA, CSSA, LSA. Basically, I am this level. When you say LSA is the topmost level, CSA is the first certification, CSSA is second certification. Now, my training, in terms of concept, it is going to place you here. That means you are in middle of above CSA and below CSSA, because what it requires to be a CSSA, practical exposure. Of course, whatever practicals that we are doing is going to bring you to this level. Okay, if I'm not giving any practical exercises, then you will just simply sit here. The practicals what I'm giving you will bring you to this level, but this practical exposure will come to you when you join a real-time project. Of course, Prakash has a different mechanism. I understand. Prakash has a different mechanism where he will get you to a certified level, but see, that is completely a different what do you say, genre, or that is completely different area where we'll be speaking. Of course, I'll be speaking all those things when we are on not recording mode. So yes, this is where I'm going to place you guys. And what is expected from you? What is expected from you? I'll set the expectations very clearly. If you are not doing any one of these things now, don't worry, you don't join my class, because money doesn't matter to me. Okay, 30 recordings, close to 25, or basically 30 recordings will be coming. If I take 1.5 hour, 2 hour session, sometimes it will go less than 30 also. So 30 recordings will be coming, and everyone who is joining my class has to redo everything what I did. Redo everything what I did in the video. Okay, I don't mind if you do all of them in single day, or if you do everything if I tell today, if you do it tomorrow, it doesn't matter to me, but you have to redo. After this, from what I heard, all of you are not related to Pega. So I want you to find your brother, sister, father, mother, or whoever it is working in IT industry, because you need a official email to register with Pega website. Okay, don't worry, tell them it is completely free and nobody is going to raise concerns. Okay, what you will do, once you register with this email ID, basically I'll be giving you a couple of courses to complete, and you have to complete this. These are also free, and you have to complete this course. Basically, those are CSA and CSSA courses. You have to complete this one. Okay, and basically these are the 2 things that you have to do. Then only I will say that you completed your entire training. Okay,
Sir,
so
one
here
small
actually, if you
question,
see,
sir.
yeah, please.
Yeah. So, sir, can you give one example what they will ask in CSA or CASSA? What question they will ask? Like, will it be directly what option is you will use for this tool, or how will?
Okay, see, generally even CSA is also not that much simple. Basically, it's very simple. How it works is, for example, in CSA, they will say if you want to build a if condition, which one, they will give a scenario. If you want to build a if condition, which one you will use, when rule or a decision rule? These are 2 options in Pega, when rule or decision rule. They will ask like this in CSA. The same question, they will try to add a very complex word saying that, okay, there is a company where you have to evaluate if the salary is more than 10,000, and if it is less than 50,000, you have to result it as low salary. If it is between 50,000 to 1,50,000, it is moderate salary. If it is between 1,50,000 to 10 lakhs, it is high salary. So which rule you will implement? See, both of them are, for me, it is same. They are asking whether I will be using a when rule or I will be using a decision rule. Same question, it is formulated in a different ways. That's all. So the complexity of putting the same basics will be different when it is CSA, CSSA, and LSA. That's all. Okay. LSA is much higher. It is beyond what do you say? What a CSSA can expect. But yes, you will eventually get there. Don't try to attempt LSA within 2 years or 3 years. For me, it took almost 9 years, boss. So
Sir,
yeah.
if they are asking this much thing in CSA, then obviously they'll give one application to develop in LSA.
No. No. Yeah, obviously, yes, they do. I when I wrote LSA, basically I developed the 3 applications.
Oh, sir, how
Okay,
much time limit will be there, sir?
for LSA or
For any one of those, sir?
no. For CSA, basically the exam timing is when I wrote. Actually, I wrote in what 2014, I guess. So when I wrote, it was 120 minutes. CSSA is also 90 minutes or 120 minutes. So yeah, CSA and CSSA are kind of fill in the blanks questions. Fill in the blanks are objective questions where you select out of A, B, C, D which one is correct. LSA is
Okay.
completely practical. That means you log in into something like this and you will be creating applications there. So this one has 7 days. When I wrote, it is 7 days. Okay, so that is the thing.
So,
Okay.
sir, if you are writing in 7 days, will they not see if you are cheating or not, sir? Because 7 days you can't log in at the same system, right?
No. Actually, like, see, it doesn't matter actually if you are cheating or not.
Okay.
See, let's say that you kept a LSA as a of course. Let's say that someone went to a LSA exam, he cheated and he passed the exam. When he keep that LSA profile in his resume, and the level of questions what you get in interview, you will not be able to clear any interview if you bluff in the exam.
Yes, sir. That is also correct.
It's not the certification alone. If you keep CSSA, the level of questions what they ask, of course, maybe in the interviews, if people are easy or if the requirement is very huge, they will try to leave CSSA. But LSA, they will make you cry. And LSA interviews generally go for how long? 1 hour to 2 hours.
Sir, 2
Imagine what
hours
they will
interview.
put from day to day.
This is Ashok. Sorry for disturbing. So, how many projects will you going to explain? Like, in
Okay,
this,
so basically,
which project you are?
see, I know that is what I clarified in the beginning. Basically, I'm not going to give basically a real-time project. Definitely no, that is not
No. How
my
you are
intention.
doing that?
But
Any domain project? It's a loan project or insurance project. So, how it works and how you are going to explain to us?
okay, so okay. You mean to say how in real time it is going to work, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, how you are going to apply this knowledge? Yes, understand. So basically, how I will be doing is from first day to last day, all the concepts are interconnected. Okay, I'll be taking a small application and my entire concepts I'll be building here. I will be revolving around the same concept. Same concept as in same application. Let's say I'll take a bank application as an example, and I'll be taking the real scenarios, whatever that we do, maybe a savings bank or a credit card or a loan. How do we build that? How do we do that? All those things we will be seeing here. Okay, in that way, actually, I'll be explaining to you. So saying that, okay, in a real time, okay, somebody want to apply for a loan, how do we do that? How somebody want to take a credit card, how do we do that? That's how actually I'll be doing. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you are
No,
now going
actually,
to explain the application banking.
Yeah, so I'll be taking a banking project for this time because previously I took insurance and some time back I took health. Now actually I'm taking banking. So I always use different domains so that people will be able to understand it faster. So yeah, for this batch I'm planning to use bank. Okay, so yes, then yes, if you have any other questions, you can ask me, or else we can call it a day.
Sir, one
I think
last
something wrong with my,
question.
please, no problem,
Yes,
shoot it.
sir. So, sir, I just wanted to know how long will Pega stay in the market? Because now we have Amazon Honeycode also available, sir. Last year it was released. So that is
Hmm.
also similar to no code, like no code or like that, sir. So, will that not create any, I mean, since this will be a latest thing, so people will move to this. Any?
No, 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 no. See, basically what happens now, for example, let's say, you are a company, okay, who want to come out of a mainframe, or you want to come out of a .NET or Java, and you want to build in a low code platform that is like Pega or Amazon Honeycomb. So they will check which one has highest success rate. Obviously, when you are speaking today, obviously Pega will be having highest success rate because it is there in the industry from,
Hold on.
what do you
Yes, sir.
say, I don't know actually. Many people think that okay, Pega got popular from 2005, but
Yes,
from
correct.
when Pega is there in 1998, that is the beginning of it. Much more older than many BPM tools. Of course, it came into limelight in 2005. After that, it became much popular. But yes, I'm saying you, at least for the coming 5 years, okay, at least coming, I'm not going to promise you that 10-20 years, at least for the coming 5 years, Pega, you don't need to worry, and you will get handsome packages when compared to remaining technologies. Okay, of course, on par with the latest technologies. And after 5 years, let's say Pega is going off. See, now you came to this session because you want to adopt to the industry what is latest, etc. and all. Then after
Yes.
5 years, maybe you and me both will go and join that honeycomb classes. That's okay. Because
Yes,
if it is
sir.
going, if it is going for you, obviously it will go for me also, right? So that's
Correct,
what.
sir.
See, I'm saying you 5 years guarantee. After 5 years, let's see what comes. Nobody expected this COVID. It also came. Same thing.
Right.
Okay. 5 years is a promise. You can take that. But after 5 years, I can't promise. So let's be that what do you say, flexible enough to adapt to the market. Okay. If
Sure,
Amazon's
sir.
honeycomb is really doing well, no, even I would be interested to do that because I don't want to have low package. No, I will try to take a high package all the times. So same thing, guys. Okay. Yeah. Any other
Thank you,
questions?
sir.
Okay. So yes, this is how it is. Of course, sorry for the problem. I will see what is wrong. If not, actually, I'll go to Pega 5.0. That's okay. No problem. One version, it doesn't matter. Concepts are same. Options are same. That's okay. So we will see that. Then yes. So yeah, so that is how it is. And I think like I set my expectations clear. I myself is clear what you can expect from the sessions. See, many people in the industry, I mean to say in the training industry, promise you so many things. Okay. And they deliver only 50% of them. But I am promising you a very limited set, very limited things, and I am going to deliver 90 to 95% of it. And trust me, it may be XYZ or ABC person, any one of you. If you go and join a project, you will at least be confident enough to say that, okay, give me, I will give a try. You will not be in a situation, oh, I got a requirement, so to whom to run and ask? Do I need to call Kumar or do I need to beg someone in the project? No, you will not be in that position because this strategy, I think like I started back, what do you say, before 10 batches, and the results were promising, very good actually. Before that, I did not do. People had so many issues, but actually when I started doing this, yes, the results are very good because it's very simple. You are doing things practically. You are doing 6 assignments. It's as good as thing. Okay. So that's all, guys. I'll not hold you much longer. I know that you waited for me so much time. So be punctual to the classes, and roughly every class will be staying between 45 to upper cut is 1.5 hour or 2 hours. So 45 is minimum, upper cut is more than that. Okay, be very flexible. Don't just keep only 1 hour to me. I'm not that guy. Okay.
Sir,
Okay,
what will
so
be
that's
the
all then.
timings?
Thank you so much. Usually 8 p.m. See, I'm in Singapore. Now it is already 11:40 to me. Still, I'm speaking to you. You are in IST, I guess. So definitely it is going to be 8 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. IST, maths to maths. Okay, morning time, absolutely not possible, boss, because by the time, you know, if you are in IST, if it is 6 a.m., I'm already in the office. Okay, so I can't take classes in the office, right? So yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
My classes will be in the night times only. Yeah. So that's how it is. Okay, so that's all then. Thank you so much. If you have anything, do let me know, and you know, join tomorrow. Let's see. Tomorrow I'll start you know, picking up with the terminologies and you know, going with this stuff. Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.